Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time it is, wherever you are, it is right now. You are right here. My name is Manuel, and it's my pleasure to welcome you. Today is day 8 of the show, and I have to congratulate you for making the best decision of the day to spend some time with me. Let's get started. So, I want to go ahead and start in Genoa City and talk a little bit about our friend Victor Newman, because I actually have been getting quite a laugh. Does it seem to to you that Victor's entire plan to recover Newman and Chancellor is essentially just to go ahead and take hostages left and right? First, it was Lily and the kids, and as we've discussed before, we are not yet certain how much Lily is actually involved. I think that they are setting it up that she is involved. And now is Jack. Jack has been taken hostage. I use the word hostage and trapped on a luxury yacht somewhere on Lake Michigan, which, by the way, those stock images they use of that yacht, that doesn't really look like Lake Michigan to me. The beautiful blue water and those sunny skies, but that's neither here nor there. But what the heck has happened to Victor? He's lost his ever loving mind. I joke that it feels as if any moment the door might knock and there'll be Victor and his goons, and they're going to grab me and take me hostage, demanding the return of Newman Enterprises. But if I might be a little more serious, all this tells you again, as we've discussed before, that Victor, for all his cool, collected, calm exterior, I think the man is panicking. He really is. And I think a big part of it is because of Lily. As we've discussed before, I get the impression that he promised Chancellor to Lily and he does not have it to deliver. And she has to be becoming aware of these problems. How long is she going to go along with this? I have no spoilers. Truly, I don't. I just have what I think might happen and actually what I would hope would happen. And what I think might happen is that Lily's going to get tired of waiting. She's going to show up and the jig is going to be up. And I think something similar is going to happen with Jack because, as we've seen in today's episode in the United States, uh, they are off to find Jack. Diane, Kyle, Billy, they've got a clue and they're off to find him. And I think they will. I have a feeling that it's possible that finally, we're actually going to see the great Victor Newman defeated. Just when it seems like he's on the verge of getting it all back, it's going to come all crashing down. Jack liberated, Lily fed up. At least I certainly hope that's what's going to happen. All right, let's head out. Let's head on out to L.A. and talk a little bit about the Bold and the Beautiful. I was disappointed when Eric made his decision to break his commitment to Katie. But immediately, even before it became part of the narrative, I said to myself, the thing is, he has actually more or less completed an entire new line, and it's in the hands of Bill Spencer. Remember, they made a point of showing them all laid out on Bill's desk the last time that Eric was over there at Spencer Publications, or the office of Logan. And I said to myself, this is going to be a problem because he may go back to Forrester. Ridge may have convinced him to come back, but those designs remain behind. And I said to myself, there's no way Bill's going to let those go. But today, in a surprising turn of events, after Katie had been the one pleading with Bill that perhaps they shouldn't use these, that it's not right, that these are Eric's, and Bill pushing back, when they went and had dinner with Ridge and with Brooke, Bill was actually more or less on what passes for his best behavior for Bill. But, as ever, Ridge and Brooke, they had to push and prod and make things less than pleasant, especially Ridge. And finally, Katie had enough, and she let it slip. She let it fly, actually, I should say. She put it right out there. Oh, we have a line, and we have a designer. His name is Eric Forster. We have the designs, and we're going to use them. And they should use them, darn it. As Bill would say, they paid for them. Not to mention, again, Eric made his commitment. He wants to break it. He wants to walk away. That's fine. But what he left behind, that belongs to Logan. And now the fireworks are back on. Just when perhaps it seemed like maybe there would be a reconciliation in the works, nope. But let's be honest. The fault isn't on Bill. The fault isn't on Katie. I say it starts with Brooke, who had the nerve to suggest to Katie that she could just come back to get her old job back at Forrester. Are you kidding me? Have you seen how passionate Katie has been about Logan? Everything that she's gone through, everything she's suffered, especially at your hands, Brooke, and you suggest she just drop it all and come back to Forrester? Come on now. But that is the kind of hubris and self-centeredness we have seen from Brooke going back decades now. It's nothing new. As I've said before, and I'm going to keep saying it, Brooke is not one of the good guys. Brooke does not count as one of the better angels on the Bold and Beautiful. Not even close. So I am very much looking forward to seeing how this all shakes out. I'm rooting for Team Katie and Bill because I truthfully have just had about enough of Ridge and Brooke. It's always Ridge and Brooke, Ridge and Brooke. And if I may be so bold, and by the way, I must admit I am quite beautiful. If I might be so bold, I have to say that both of them, Ridge and Brooke, are quite insufferable. Well, let's not take ourselves too seriously, though. To recap, remember, if you're anywhere near Genoa City, there's a good chance that they're going to grab you off the streets, kidnap you, and hold you until Newman Enterprises and Chancellor are returned to Victor. And if you're in LA to see the drama unfolding between Forrester and Logan, well, personally, I'm going to go ahead and put my chips on Logan. I know that it's the long shot, but I'm a gambler, and I'm backing our good old Katie over Brooke. All right, that's enough for today. We'll continue next time. And as always, remember to be bold and restless.